Today I wanted to go back over the video we did yesterday and officially talk to you guys about what a function is and what we're going to do with them. There's a couple of different ways functions can be presented to you using the y equals notation you saw yesterday in the video if you watched it. And what we're going to use pretty frequently too is actually called function notation. Now what these look like, they're going to look a little bit different, but I want you to realize that they are exactly the same. They are equivalent. These can show up one way or the other. And for now, we're going to be using what's called function notation. That's where the letter out front, I want to emphasize that this is not a variable. This is not something that you really have to work with. That is the name of the function. This is a function written with a variable x, and here's the actual function, like you would have seen yesterday. There are 26 letters in the alphabet, and all of them are fair game when it comes to naming a function. I just as easily could have written this g of x. That's how these are read: g of x, f of x, a function of x, or a function g of x. They're equivalent. They're exactly the same. You'll see f used most often because, f for function. Now, how you evaluate these or how you'll see them written, it's very similar every single time. There'll be, the name of the function f or g or h or whatever. Then in parentheses, you'll have your variable x and then your actual function on the right-hand side of the equal sign. But just like yesterday, this guy here on the left and this guy here on the right are exactly the same as far as what you do with them. You're going to get a value for the x, you plug it in, do your arithmetic, and you get the answer out. Now, the difference between the two of them is we'll use this one a lot when we go back and we try to graph these. If you're familiar with graphing points in the coordinate plane, you need an x coordinate and a y coordinate. So the y equals kind of makes a little bit more sense there. Now, how do you actually do these? Again, it's just arithmetic. You take each value for x one at a time and you plug it into the right-hand side. So a lot of times you'll see these written as f of 3. It's saying, hey, for the function, evaluate it for 3. You literally take the 3 in and you replace the x with it and do the arithmetic. So for f of 3, I'm going to plug my 3 in right there. That's 2 times 3 plus 1. My value is 7. So you might see f of 3 equals 7. But on the homework, just like when you guys solved equations for me in the past, just the numeric answer is what I'm looking for. Don't put variables in these. Don't make them harder than they are. Just give me the numeric answer. So over here, 2 times negative 3 plus 1. I'm evaluating the same function because it's named the same. Or if I'm asking you to evaluate different functions, you would plug in different values. So the same function but a different value being plugged in. This guy's going to be negative 6 plus 1, so negative 5. Be careful with your arithmetic. Don't make those silly sign mistakes. And then the last one here, plug in 5. 2 times 5 plus 1, that guy's 11. Just follow your order of operations, multiplication before addition and subtraction. Okay, try these guys real quick. I'm going to plug in 3. So that one's 14. Again, it's just arithmetic. Don't overcomplicate these. Plug in negative 8. 2 times negative 8 is negative 16 plus 5 is negative 11. And then the last one, plug in 0. It's 0. That's your homework right there. You've got a different function every single time and you're plugging in a value every single time.